Welcome to all you Phoenix TV fans for the 5th edition of the Player in Focus. Today we are joined by Women's Gold Representative Lauren Bersnick, and to get us underway, Lauren, how long have you been in the game of touch for?
This is coming up to my 8th year.
So you've been in the game for a while. What's your representative honours?
I've played 1 year of under 15s, 2 of under 18s, 1 of 20 and Opens Women's.
Also, in the local perspective, what does playing for Phoenix mean for you?
Well, I see Phoenix as it's a place to develop younger players and bring up not so experienced players, so maybe younger girls in the younger categories to try and develop them for, say, Pirates or Opens Nationals or something like that.
What do you think of the Premier League competition and of your Phoenix Gold side this year?
I think we have a pretty good team. We've got a few young girls like Katie O'Rourke, Sarah, Jessica, but they're all really good girls and they're developing a lot, and I look at it as like a development, as I said before, so we've got a pretty good side, and the more games we keep playing the better we're getting. So.
Who is your favourite touch football player and why?
I would have to... There's a few players I like. I like the boys mostly because they're a bit quicker and they're better at doing things. So I'd say like Ben Hughes, Cameron Burdett, yourself, Glenn Hayes, Chris Tarlington. I look at them as all good players because they're real quick and they know what they're doing.
That's a good answer. Who is someone outside of touch that you aspire to be and why?
Probably Sandra Hughes, because she's always really organised and she's always there to help everyone else, like no matter how busy she is. So I really aspire to be someone like her.
That's a good answer. That's for you, Mum. Do you play any other sports besides touch?
I play netball, but it's only usually once a week.
So just socially?
Yeah.
How much training would you do, say, for netball as well as touch a week?
Well, it depends. When Nationals is on, we happen to train like 2 or 3 times a week, which involves like 3 fitness sessions. So the fitness is usually half an hour each session, and with netball only once a week, so it turns out to be like 4 times a week.
Where would you like to be in touch football, say in 5 years' time?
Probably still playing Opens Women's Nationals, but I'd like to try play for a different club, so maybe somewhere in New South Wales, like trial for that and see if I can get in there somewhere.
And if there was anything in the sport of touch football that you could change, what would it be?
I'm not too sure because I love the game, so there's not much that I would like to change.
Now, Lauren, you mentioned playing for ACT in the Women's Open in the Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like coming from the 18s, going straight into Women's Open Championship and playing against some of the top players in the world?
It was a change of pace, like it was real quicker, but it was good for like the first half of the game. I was really exhausted and stuff like that, but after the first half you kind of adjust to the speed and it helps develop your skills and whatnot. So I found it really rewarding because I benefited in many different ways in my touch game.
Yep. Now, obviously playing at Kawana in the mud would have made it very difficult.
Yeah.
What did you have to adapt your game style to play like in those terrible conditions?
You kind of had to just do like closer passes, stuff like that, and you really had to make sure that you had grip of the ball because it was real slippery, and I guess we kind of had to slow down our plays more because we slipped over and stuff like that and we could lose the ball, so we just pretty much slowed everything down and concentrated on keeping possession.
Yep. Now, coming back closer to home, with the Premier League competition, you've mentioned already that you've got a number of younger girls that have come into the Phoenix team. How do you think the development's gone from round 1 of the competition this year?
Oh, I reckon all the girls have developed so much. Like, we've got a few players like Tara Williams, and Sarah, she's never played before, and Katie. and they didn't really know anything about the game at all, but now they've seemed to pick up a fair bit, so they've developed into good little players.
Yep. Now, and how's the competition gone for yourself and showing yourself a leadership role within that team?
Yeah, I like it because I like encouraging the girls and like talking them up, because often if you don't have talk, then that means that no one really knows what's going on, so it's better to keep talking within the team. And yeah.
Well, it's very positive, the game results anyway, although that we haven't secured the win with the Phoenix Gold yet. All the game results on the scoreboard have been very close.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what it is about the team that just can't get over that line, or is it just that we're trying so hard with the new players in there to mould together?
I think it's more moulding together, because each game we're slowly developing and becoming like better as a team. It's just with our rucking and stuff like that, it's we don't really understand where to go and like where each other go. Like the players that have played together for longer know what we're going to do together, so I think in time we'll be able to mould together better.
Yep.
Even being at that bottom tail of the ladder, your results have been shown to be competitive. Do you reckon come Super League time that the Northern Phoenix joined as one will be more competitive in the girls division?
Yeah, definitely. I think that both teams put together, because we've developed all our players together, like even the younger girls, I think when we stick all of us together, we all know what we're doing, so we'll become a pretty good side.
Well, we look forward to seeing you out there on the Super League paddock.
Thanks.
That wraps up episode 5 of Player in Focus. I'd like to thank Glenn and both Lauren for joining us here tonight, and we look forward to seeing on Who's Next in the next edition. Thank you to our major sponsor, Right Way Curtains and Blinds, and Luxaflex Galleries, as well as our minor sponsor, Belconnen Soccer Club.